welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Mendy. I'm so happy to have you in my channel. So if you've not subscribed, please kindly do me a favor by hitting the red subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that you get notified each time I post a new video. So in today's video, it's just I want to answer a question which I have gotten from a lot of subscribers asking me on how I managed to secure a job as a shadow teacher or private tutor here in UAE. So I just woke up and today is my day off. Okay, if you're not in UAE, here when you're working in UAE, you are entitled to a day off each week, considered as your day of rest, especially for those who are not working in the public sector. But I think people who work in the government sector, they manage to get 2 days off, I think, because it's the weekend. So mine is Sunday, so today I am off, and I decided that okay, why not do a video to address or talk about how you managed to get a job as a shadow teacher. So I'm still in bed. I just said, let's do this. Okay, so when I go to UAE, for those who don't know, maybe I'm a Cameroonian, but I'm based in UAE. Yeah, I'm based in UAE. I moved to UAE in 2019, November 2019. So when I got here, I was applying for different types of jobs: sales, waitress, teacher, class assistant, name it. You know, like anyone that comes up, I'm going to go for it. So fortunately for me, when I got here 2 weeks later, I picked up a job as a sales representative with a real estate company. Oh, I was happy because back home in Cameroon, I had worked as a sales rep too, so it was something good for me. But things didn't really go well. Okay, I think I'm going to do another video to explain what happened to this particular job, because it's a real good gist and I know you people will love it. So I had to leave that job. So when I left the job, I still kept on searching for something else. You know, the aim was like, okay, I came here to hustle. I came to UAE to hustle, to make money. So anything that comes up, I'm going to go with it. I don't care. All I want is that I want to work. So I was putting in my best, applying, but COVID was real. COVID was like, come on girl, you need to hold on because I got to deal with you. So there was total lockdown. I think that was last year, that's 2020, March 2020. From March 2020, there was lockdown in UAE. I think most countries of the world also had that lockdown. So it was almost impossible to get a job. The jobs that were selling at that time were if you had to work as a housekeeper or maybe a shadow teacher or private tutor at home, if you're lucky to have one, because most schools shut down. Children were learning from home and so on. So getting a sales job was not forthcoming. Waitress, not forthcoming because restaurants were closing down, companies laid off workers. So it was a whole struggle to secure another job. So I think I stayed down for about, I think 4 or 5 months, if I'm not mistaken. And then I was done. I said, okay, now I'm applying for anything that comes up, anything. So I got a job. I started applying for housekeeper work, nanny, anything that just came to me. So I got a job. Fortunately, thank God, I got a job as a housekeeper slash nanny. You can put it that way. The very good pay, because the pay was encouraging and I had to do it. So I worked there for close to a year, and I decided that, okay, let's try other factors. I had what I always wanted in mind. I wanted to work as a private tutor, if not a full-time teacher, private tutor. So I went online. In UAE, you can't be walking on the streets looking for a job. I can say that you'll be wasting your time. Though most people find their jobs that way, but everything it's faster when you go online. If you know the right websites to use, if you know the right pages or blogs to visit, you are on good footing. So I went on Facebook. There is this popular site known as Mary Poppins. So I went there and I started like searching. So I stumbled on this particular application whereby the parent was soliciting for the services of a shadow teacher. Took her contact, wrote her, told her about my qualification and experience, and then I was booked for interview. Thank God. So what made my application stand out to her was that I mentioned to her that I have a bachelor's degree. I can speak both French and English. Oh, the French part swept her off her feet, because apparently in her job post she included a clause that if you're good in French, it's a plus. So I was already on good footing. It's well, with God's help, of course. So she scheduled me for an interview, and I got to meet her and spoke what she wanted me and so on, asked her questions, and then got someone to test if I could actually speak French, because she isn't French speaking, or she's not from the French speaking country, but she needed someone who could understand French, because she was trying to teach her son French. So she got someone to come and test my ability in French. So when this lady came, she asked me questions in French. I replied, it's really important to know some languages sometimes. You know, it's not good to tell lies. You know, if I had lied that I can speak French and English, and then imagine a scenario where they bring someone to come and test my French and they say bonjour. No, but what's bonjour? Bonjour is so common, like everybody knows bonjour. Like they ask me a question like, don't tout habite, like a long phrase, and then I'm like, you've sabotaged your chances, trust me. So it's always good, if I can tell you, say your truth. If the employer is going to take you, they will take you. If it's yours, it's going to be yours. Yeah, that's it. I just realized that honesty is key, because when you speak your truth, no matter what happens, they already know that you said you could speak French, so they know you can speak French. If you can't speak French, you also say, I can't speak French, but I'm from a country where we speak French, but I didn't have the opportunity or the time or the interest to study French. So that was how I got my job as a shadow teacher. I hope I've answered your questions or those who have been asking. You know, So you who is back, or maybe you're watching from another country, or maybe you're watching from Cameroon in particular, when you pick up a teaching job in UAE, you know, most people, like, they count it a privilege, because here, the way this country operates, there are some certain kind of jobs that have been, I can say, apportioned or ascribed to certain nationalities. So it's very, very rare to see an African picking up a teaching job. It's not impossible, don't get me wrong, but it's rare, because preference is given to other nationalities than people of color, or Africans in particular. When I talk about people of color, I mean like also have dark skin, because preference is given to other nationalities, like you most often we hear Filipinos and so on and so on. So I think this is why most people kept asking me, what did you do? How did you go about it? What did you do? So they wanted to know how I got the job. So it's not my doing. I can say I found favor in the sight of God and in the sight of man. I hope I was able to explain to you how I got my job. Please do me a favor to like, comment, and also drop your thoughts down in the comments. I read all your comments, that's for sure, and I do my best to also like all and reply all of the comments. So please like, comment, share, and please also take your friend's phone and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye.